Hello everyone, this is Ahmad, your GHL boy. In today's video, we are diving into something super powerful, how to create a custom dashboard inside GoHighLevel. I will walk you through all the available features so you can build, customize, and optimize your dashboard just the way you need. If you have ever wanted a dashboard that gives you quick insights, better analytics, and a smoother reporting, this video is for you. So let's get started.
The Go High Level boy, Ahmad.
Ahmed at the GHL
The
boy.
GHL boy,
I'm Ahmad Rashid.
Thank you, Ahmed, and thank you to the rest of your team.
So here we are inside a GoHighLevel sub account. The first important thing is that if you are on 97 plan of GoHighLevel or 97 plan of GoHighLevel, you can only have one custom dashboard each sub account. So if you want to have multiple dashboards for each sub account, then you will have to upgrade to 497 plan. So here you see I can add more dashboard, but if I want to add, it's gonna ask me to upgrade to 497 plan of GoHighLevel. But on the 297 plan or 97 plan, you can actually have one dashboard each sub account. So by default, the dashboard looks like this, but in today's video, we will be actually customizing it using the different features and the widgets of GoHighLevel. And then here on the top right, we have a date filter, the date range for the dashboard that we will be creating. And then here we can edit the existing dashboard, which we will do in a second. And then here on the top right, 3 dots, we have different features that we can use. The first one is clone. That means if you have created a dashboard, you can clone it in the existing sub account as well. But right now, because we are on 297 plan, so we are not able to clone it, because the cloning means you are actually going to create the second dashboard, which is not allowed in this plan. So if I just want to clone it, it's gonna ask me to upgrade. So the same thing with this one, duplicate to another sub account. That means if you have created a dashboard in this sub account and you want it to duplicate to any other sub account, you can do that as well. But right now it will not allow us because we are on the 297 plan. So if we want to duplicate it to another sub account, there will already be one dashboard by default. So we won't be able to have a second dashboard. And then upload dashboard template. Again, right now we already have, as you see, we have one dashboard, so we cannot upload from a dashboard template because it will create the second dashboard. And then right now, because we have only one dashboard, so it is already set to default. But in case you have multiple dashboards in a sub account, you can select one as a default dashboard. The default dashboard means if somebody goes to this navigation menu, the default one is going to show up here. And if you want to see the other dashboard, then they can click here and switch to the second or the third or the other dashboard. Then the next is manage dashboard time zone. So you are able to manage your dashboard time zone, which means all the data that is showing up on the dashboard will be according to that time zone. And then the next is manage permissions. And here you will be able to manage the permission of this dashboard as well. If the first one is private dashboard, you can make this dashboard as private. But for that, you have to be the owner of this dashboard. So only the owner can make a dashboard private because I'm logged in as a different email, so I'm not the owner of this dashboard, so I cannot make it private. But if you have created the dashboard by yourself, then you will be able to make it private. The private means only you will be able to see that dashboard. And then here we have the permissions that we can set up. So the first one, as you see, agency user, then account admin, then account user. So here you can set up the permissions. For example, for the agency user, you want to have the full access. And then for account admin, you maybe want them to only give the edit access. And then for the account user, you want to give them the view access. And then once you will make a private dashboard, then you will see all of them will have this one that says no access. That means you have made it the private dashboard. And the other important thing is that these permissions or the user levels are actually ordered in the correct way, with the higher permission will be on the top. So that means the agency user is the higher level of user as compared to the account admin. And account admin means the sub account admin. And the account admin is on the higher level of permissions for the account user. So this is the most higher from these three, and then this is the second one, and then this is the last one. So, and if you give this a permission, and these permissions are also ordered based on the access level. So the full means complete access, the edit means one level lower, and then the view means one level lower from the edit access. And if I make this one as edit, which means I'm going to the higher level, if I go to edit, the top one will be automatically set to edit. And then if I, for example, for the account admin, if I make it view, the lower level is going to be automatically updated. So with that being said, the lower level of user cannot have lower level of permission as compared to the lower level of users. So what does that mean is you cannot give account admin the view access and the account user and edit access, because the edit is the higher level of access as compared to view. But in case here, this user has the higher level. So for example, if you see, if I wanna move this account user permission from view to edit, the top one is going to be automatically updated with the higher permission. See, if I just click on edit, see the top one has been already automatically been updated, because the lower level of user cannot have higher level of permission from the higher level of user. This was a little confusing, but I hope I explained it very well. So this is where you manage the permissions, and then in the end you will be able to delete it, but the default dashboard cannot be deleted. Now let's just quickly dive into it and see how we can actually customize this dashboard. So for that, you'll just need to click here. And first of all, I'm just going to actually delete all of these widgets so that it's neat and clean. And then we will be creating one on our own. There we go. Now we have a clean sheet, and now we can create our own custom dashboard. So for that, we will have to navigate to add widget. First of all, here we have a different widgets that we will dive into it in a while. But first, let's explore the other elements that we have. Let me actually save it and refresh the page. So all the changes come through. There we go. So now I can just go here and widgets. And now here we can see all the widgets, but we will explore that in a moment. But let's explore the other features of the dashboard. First of all, the elements here, that means you can embed any external code inside your GoHighLevel dashboard. So if I just click on it, I can just put the title. For example, I just go like this title, and then here you want to embed the URL, or you want to embed as an iframe. So if you do iframe here, you can just put the iframe code, maybe any external embed code, it will work. Or if you want to put the URL, you can do that as well. So that's about the embed code. And then the next one is headline, which is pretty straightforward. And here on the top, you can select whatever you want to put this headline as. If you want to name it with the dashboard name, then it's going to show on the top right, which we see that's going to be the dashboard name. Let's say my first dashboard. And then whatever color we want to select, let's see if I want to make it as black, which is okay. So the text color, I want to make it white. And then the background color, I want to make it black, just to make a little difference. So the alignment, let's make it left aligned. And you can see the dashboard title, this is where it has to be. But if I want to, just put a custom headline, so I can just put like this title, and then whatever it is, then it's gonna be look like this. And then you can also just put any front date on this, which will look like this. So this is all about the element, and then here you can just go to edit or duplicate or delete this widget as well. So let me just delete it, and then we go here. So inside the elements, and then there is an image. You can put an image. When we go inside here, you can just put the title of the image, and then you can upload it. And then here we have different settings. If you want to make it fit to the screen or cover, or you want it, there are different settings. And then under the advanced settings, if you want to hide the title, you can do that as well. And then the next one is text box, which you will have a full editor where you can just type a description or the headline or paragraph, whatever you want to. And here we have the complete printer access, where you can hyperlink or make the text bold or play around with the different settings. But if you noticed, inside the title, we don't have much flexibility, because that's just going to be the title. So we can only have one line. We cannot make the line spaces, or we cannot hyperlink. So we don't have that kind of settings available under the title, but we do have them under the text box. So these are all the different external items, external elements that we can use. And then the next we have the theme. The theme is basically just the colors of your dashboard widgets. So this one is none, that means the default one, and then but you can select from blue, green, and purple, pink, and from different colors, but you can also add your custom colors to match with your branding as well. Now let's explore widgets. So when we go to widgets, here first we have the search bar where you can just type in and it will, look for the pre-made template for you. And then here we have the chart type, that is actually the type of widgets in terms of their layout and how do they look. So the first one is numeric, which is gonna look like this. So you'll be able to see the numeric values of that widget. And then the next one is donut. And then you can also like click on it to see what the data is there. I will also show you how to configure this, but right now I'm just showing you how they are gonna look like based on these different types. The next one is donut, which is gonna look like this. And then here you will see the donut, which is going to be based on this group. So, and then you can just click on it to see the contact, and then you can click here to see the contact as well. And then the next one is line, which is gonna look like this widget, which is right here. So you will see a line. So as you see here, first of all, here we have the count of contact, which is, as you see, 1. So this point is actually the pinpoint, which means the one contact with this tag, because I have created this widget based on the tag. So one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag. So that's how the widget of the line is gonna look like. The next one is bar, which is gonna look like this. So you will be able to see here we have count of contacts, which means one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag. The next one is horizontal line, which is kind of the same thing as the vertical bars, but the look and feel is kind of little different. Here we have the count of contact, which you can see one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag. The last one is table, which is gonna look like where you will be able to see the contacts with the different values in the form of tables. So these are all the types of the widgets which are available based on how they look. Now let's actually see what type of widgets are there and how to customize them based on your reporting requirements. So first of all, here we have some widgets for the contacts, then for the appointments, opportunities, visitor data, emails, calls, and so on. So let's start from the contacts. And then here, these are some pre-made templates based on specific conditions and logic. So it doesn't matter whichever you actually pick. These are like, just consider them. These are some pre-made template for you. And then you can select any of them and customize it according to you. So I'm just gonna pick this one, context count. And then when I go there, here, I will, first of all, I can select what type of widget I want to create. So if I want to create the numeric or donut or line, and based on my requirement, for example, I'm going to create the numeric one. Then here we have two settings. The first one is configuration, and then the next one is conditions. So let's explore one by one. The first one is configure. Here you can just put the title, which is gonna look like this. So whatever you want, let's say contacts widget, and then the metric, what you want to do. Right now we have only one option, which is going to show you the count of contact. And then under the advanced settings, you have here date property, like what contacts do you want to see, which were created on the specific date, or which were updated on, or their date of birth or last activity. So here you will see the custom fields as well. So right now, for example, let's select created on. So which means show us the number of contacts which were created on this date. Right now it says the dashboard date range, which will be shown right here. So based on that dashboard range, you can actually change it to yesterday, today, or tomorrow based on your requirement. And then here we have the comparison date range. Comparison means it's actually going to show you the comparison. So which I can select, for example, comparison previous 31 days. So let's do this. So this is under the configuration that we just created, and then I will show you the condition. Right now, I just want to show you this comparison. How does it look like? Let me see where it shows up. I think it's going to be somewhere on the top. So let me save it. Here it is, context widgets. And if you see, this is the comparison which show you there is an increase with the 100% versus last 31 days. So if I just change the configuration from previous 31 to last year, then it's gonna update it with the, so this is how the comparison looks like. So if I just put no comparison, then this comparison will be gone. So, and now let's talk about conditions. So when we go to the condition here, you can actually put the condition based on the requirement. For example, in my case, what I want to see, show me the total number of contacts, but then I will apply a kind of condition or filter. And then here you would see all of your, different fields. And then you can just select any of them, whatever you want. And then you would have the custom fields as well. For example, I can just select, let's say, yeah, assigned user I think is fine with me. So assigned user is, let's say, this one. And then you also have another option that says logged in user. So if I am seeing this dashboard, then it's going to show me the contacts which are assigned to me. Or if you open up this dashboard, then it's going to show you the contacts which are assigned to you. So that is what it means by logged in user. But let's say right now I see I selected assigned user is Ahmed JDF. Now it's going to show me the contacts, but only the contacts which are assigned to this person. And then you can add more conditions. But there is one thing, you cannot add the same condition multiple times. What does that mean is I cannot say assigned user is this and then the same thing assigned user. But when you put add, let me see here, and if you add another condition, then you would be still able not to select any of those the filter or condition that you already have. So you can only select one condition at a time. So if I just select this, total number of contacts, but assigned to Ahmed JDF, let's save it. So now it has turned into 0 because none of the contact has been assigned to me. But if I save it, and if I go back to contacts and I assign one of them to Ahmed JDF, say this, and now when I go back to dashboard, now it should show me one there. Let's see if the contact has been successfully assigned. Contact 3. Yeah, it has been assigned to Ahmed JDF. Let's go here. And now it shows us one contact because the filter is shows the contacts which are assigned to that specific user. Now let me just make edit, and if I want to edit the same one to make something different. So now under the conditions, you can apply the different condition based on the tags or custom fields or based on any of your requirement. So this is how you can configure the widget for this. But now if I want to go to donut, you will notice this. Now I have this additional field. If I go to numeric, I don't see that field. If I go to donut, now I see that field. Rest of the settings are pretty much same. Now what does that group is? These are called the groups. Now if you want to create a donut for these contacts, based on what group? And here you can select assign, tags, again, followers, contact type, or different custom fields. For example, if I select assigned as a group, and then under the condition, you can apply the condition as well, or you can just get ignore. For example, if I just remove this condition, now I should have a donut and show me the context grouped by assignee. So let's save this. And now you will be able to see that one contact is assigned to Ahmed JDF and two contacts are like unassigned. They are not assigned to anybody. And if you hover on it, it shows me the one contact with Ahmed JDF and then these are like unassigned. And then let me see if I can apply a condition. Assigned user is none of them. No, I cannot do that. So this is the additional custom field or parameter that you get if you switch from numeric to donut. The rest of the fields are same. The only additional one is here, order, if you want it to be ascending order or descending. Right now it's descending. That means on the top it will show you me with the maximum value and then go down in the descending order. If I change it to ascending, now the one should move to the up. Let's save it. There we go. So now it has been ascending in the order, and now the rest of the things are pretty much same as well. And now if I just want to move to the line, then here instead of group, now I have assign. So if I just make it with this one, let's see. So now it's gonna show me the line value, which means here we have the view by assignee. So it's gonna show me all the assignees here, and then here the count of contacts. So if you see, Ahmed JDF has one contact which is assigned to Ahmed JDF, and then we have this value which is 2 contacts are assigned to none of them. So this is how it's gonna look like for the line. And if you go to advanced settings, again it's same ascending or descending. If I just change it to descending, then it's gonna revert this. So see, first it's gonna show me the point with the maximum value, and then rest of the settings are same, the conditions are same. You are able to apply the different condition based on your requirement. Now if I want to go to bar, I still have the same option here. So if I just save it, so here I will see the assigned user, and then here I'm gonna see the count of contacts. But if I change it from assigned to, let's say, something else, maybe with the tags or something, let me see, created on, updated on, last activity, I have a couple of options here. Let's do tag this time. Now instead of assigned user here, it's gonna show us the tag. So if I save it, so now it's showing me the tag. So I have one contact. So these are the count of contacts. So one contact with this tag, one contact with this tag, and then one contact with this tag. So this is how it's actually gonna look like. So now if we switch to horizontal bar, and then again here we have the same view by tags, or you can have the different option. Let's go with the assignee, and it's gonna look like this. So this is the assignee, and then here we have the count of contacts. So one contact assigned to Ahmed JDF, and then 2 contacts are assigned to not available, which means those 2 are unassigned. And then under the advanced settings, it has the same settings, which means the order, you can switch between the different orders. And then these are the settings that I have already explained. And then the same conditions, you can add any kind of condition. And if we go to table, and then you see when we have are here, it shows us these settings. But then if I switch to table, then it only shows me this, because there is not much settings that we can change in the table form. You can do the order by, right now it's with the contact name. For example, if I just do with the created on, and then the order you want it to be ascending or descending, and then rest of the settings are same. If I just make it this way, then it's going to show me the temporal form of this context based on the date created. So, and here it's going to show you which one was the first created. So these are all the different type of widgets and how to configure them. Now what I can do is, here instead of contact, let's see what type. So now let me just give you a quick walkthrough of what kind of pre-made templates we have. So the first one is simple context count with no filter. So if I just go to this one, if I go to condition, there is no filter. So this is just like the straightforward count of contact, unless you add any condition there. But if I go back and under the contact, if I choose this one, contact by source, you will find that under the condition, we have a condition here that says attribution is latest attribution. So which means it's going to show you the context based on this attribution. And the other thing, it automatically converted to donut because they have to group them on the based on the session source. So as I mentioned, these are all the same. The only difference is these are just kind of pre-made templates. So what you can do is you can actually pick up this one and make it the same way as this with applying the same conditions and same type. The same thing is here. So these two are the same. The only difference would be the condition. So if you check contact by source, here we have attribution. But if I just select contacts by medium, then under the condition, it is the latest attribution, but inside the configure, here these are grouped by medium instead of the session source. So these are all the pre-made widgets. So now let's just go them quickly. So contacts by medium, and then top sources for the contacts created, contacts count by tags, and then contacts count by type, contacts by assigned user, which is kind of the same thing that we have already done, and then contacts count over the time, and then contacts count for the logged in user. You will find that when you go to condition, it just the same widget with a different condition. And now let's see which are the next one. So here contacts with the email, contacts without email. So you will find that again there will be a different condition that says email is empty. And contacts with email will have a different filter that will say email is not empty. And then the next one are the same thing with a different filter: contacts with phone number, contacts without phone number, total contacts till date, total contacts count this month. And if you go to this one, you will see that here you have the date range override to this month. So it's only gonna show you the contacts which are created on this month. So that's all about the contacts. Here we have total 17 widgets at the moment, and again these are all pre-made templates, so you can just select any of them and apply your own conditions and it will be converted to yours. The next one we have for the appointments. The same thing, there are appointment count. When you go there, it's just going to show you the count of appointment, and then here we have the same settings. But still, if you want to apply the condition, for example, you want to see the appointments on a specific calendar or the appointments which are assigned to a specific person, so you can apply that conditions right there. And then again, these are all again say different pre-made templates, so these are only difference based on their conditions. For example, if you will see this one, cancelled appointments count, they will have a condition that will say appointment status is cancelled, so the status is cancelled, which means this is. But if I change it to let's say confirm, then it will become this template which will show you, let's say here showed or confirmed or should or no show. So these are all just with the different conditions. So the same things, you go here, these are all just pre-made templates with different conditions. Let's go to the opportunities. Again, here we have open opportunities, won opportunities, lost opportunities. You will see that the only difference between all of them would be the condition. If I just go to open opportunities, under the condition it will say status open. But if I go to the opportunities which are, let's say, won, then everything else is same. The condition will be different, that will say status is won. But again, you can always apply your own condition with any of these templates. Let's explore what else is there. Then appointment count by source. Oh, sorry, these are for the appointments. We were under the opportunities. So lost opportunities, abandoned opportunities, opportunity count, counts over the time, revenue over the time. This one would be a little different. Here, instead of metrics, we have different options. So if you select sum of revenue, then it's gonna give you the sum of all the opportunities in the pipeline in case you have any condition. Or you can do the count of opportunity or average revenue or minimum or maximum and the sum of revenue. So let's see if we have anything special here. Okay, abandoned, total opportunity value, won opportunity this month and this month. So rest of the things are pretty much same. Then the visitor data, total funnel views, which means you would be able to see how many views you get in a specific funnel if you will apply the condition. So if we go here, that's going to show you different options: count of opt-in or count of page views. And then you can go to condition and add a condition here. Let's say if I just delete this one, and then here you can just select page type, funnel or website if you want to do a funnel, and then you can add here which funnel you would like to have. Right now I have like a couple of the funnels, so you can just select any funnel, and then you can, assuming you would be also able to select the visitor scope is unique and all. So the difference between unique and all means if the same person visit your landing page for the 2 time, and if you have selected here unique, then it will only show you that once. It's not going to show you 2. The unique means the same person will be considered only 1 time if they have visited your landing page multiple times. But if you have selected all and the same person visited your landing page or website 2 times, then it will show you the stats with the 2. So that's that. And then let's see under the visitor data. So the total funnel views, then the unique funnel views, the only difference here would be they will have the applied that condition with the page type there, and then the visitor scope with the unique. And then if you go to visitors, then total website views, unique website views, funnel views, trend. If you go to the trend one, that they have created with the line, and then it's going to show you view by visited on daily basis. So it's going to show you how many they have, the visitors you get on the daily basis. And now let's go back under the visitor data. Let's see what else is there. Okay, total. Yeah, the rest of the things are pretty much same. Now the next one is email. Here, accepted emails, delivered, open, clicked, replied, soft bounce, hard bounce, failed, unsubscribe. So these are all kind of the same. The only difference would be their condition. So for example, if you go to accepted one, under the condition, you will find that the status is accepted. And if you go to the open one, let's say, or the deliver one, then you will find that the status is delivered. But you can always make it accepted, and then it actually going to be converted to the accepted one. So that's that. Let me see if there's anything excited here. So again, these are all based on the stats and subscribed emails by daily or by domain. So these are all kind of the widgets related to the emails. The next one is calls. So incoming calls by status, outgoing calls by status, incoming call, total call duration. So these are all the call related widgets with the different filters. Let me see if there is anything excited. Let's say first time call total duration. That means, it will show you the data of the person who actually called you the first time. So if it calls you again, then it will not be show up, or it's not going to be the part of this report. So these are all the widgets about the calls. And then we have the next one for the conversation, which shows you total unread conversation, total unread. Sorry, these are the messages, which will be only work for the SMS, I guess. Let's see, under the condition, it will show us the conversation is unread, and here sum of unread messages. So it's going to show you how many messages, SMS or the emails you have unread. And then if we go to conversation, then here we have total unread conversation. So the difference between these two is, if one contact has sent you 2 emails, or let's say SMS, then this is one conversation, but these are 2 messages. So this is the difference between these two. And then we have total unread conversations today. Then by channel, like you can select SMS or email or WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook, all the different communication channels. And then yeah, the rest of the things are kind of the same widgets with the different filters. The next one is payments, where you see the total revenue last month, total revenue trend, one-time revenue trend. So you can just go in there and see, and then it will give you the clear understanding of how it's going to look like. So if you see, this is going to show you the sum of revenue, view by created on, and then if we go to conditions, the type of revenue is one time, and the status is succeeded, and the payment mode is live. So now it will actually show you the total revenue with these conditions, which mean one time, not the recurring or not the recurring invoices, or neither the subscription. So it will only show you the sum of revenue for the one time, and the payment has been succeeded plus on the live mode. So that's it for the payment. So again, there would be different widgets based on the different conditions. And these all widgets until the payments, these are all customizable. Like you can select any widget and apply your own conditions to customize them. But these general widgets, these are not able to customize it. You can only select and drag and drop them. You cannot, make any changes or apply any condition. If you hover on it, it will show you pre-made widgets for quick insights. General widgets cannot be edited. So for example, if I just go to general, here we have opportunity status. If I just select this, it's directly gonna add it. It's not gonna allow me to edit it. Let me see, where did it go? Yeah, I think it's let me see. Let's close this, and if I just delete this, it's always hard for me to find them. Let's see if we just delete this. Yeah, here it is, opportunity status. Right now I don't, and even if you see, I will not see any option to edit it, but I can edit rest of the widgets. So the general widgets cannot be edited. Let's see what are these. So this one is opportunity status, the number of opportunities grouped by status, which you can always create on the top here. Opportunities grouped by status, which would be right here as well. So opportunities count by status, but you can convert it to donut and it will be the same thing. Let's see. And then the opportunity value, the total value of all the opportunities distributed by status, like how many revenue you get with the phone lead or open lead or lost lead. And then we have a conversion rate, which is going to be a calculation formula based on your open and won leads. And then here you will see the funnel of the opportunities. Right now I don't have any opportunities, so I will not be seeing that funnel view of the opportunity. But let me see. Yeah, right now I don't have any opportunity. And then it's going to show you the stage distribution. Then there is a task list, which you can, you are not able to customize, but it's going to show you if there is any task which has been assigned to any specific user. And then it's going to show you the manual actions. If there is any power dialer manual call or manual SMS to be made, then it will show you that thing. And then the lead source report, which is going to show you the lead source report, like all the lead with the different sources when they will be created. And then this is going to be the Google Analytics count and the Google Analytics in the form of charts. And then your, GMB profile, and then Facebook ads report, Google ads reports, and then sales efficiency. And this is going to be any kind of formula based on, again, your open and won leads. Yeah, and then here it's actually going to show you the sales efficiency. So the average sales duration, and then total sales duration, and then the sales volume, which was generated by all of your pipelines. So this is, I think, pretty much it with the dashboard. Let me see if we missed anything. And then you can always, drag and drop them from here. You can just, change their position, and then you can also make it bigger or lower by dragging it from here. And then if you go here, you can delete it, you can duplicate it, and you can edit it. So if you just duplicate it, then it will show you the configuration of that thing, and you can just change the conditions or any kind of that stuff. So that's that. Yeah, we have covered, I think, pretty much everything. And then here you have the quick filters, which you can apply. Right now no filter has been added, but you can add the filter to be based on anything, and then it will show you the dashboard only for this filter. Rest of the data is going to be hidden if you want to apply those filters. And then you can just save it from here. And then if you want to make any changes or customization, first you will have to edit the dashboard, and then you can just select any of them, or if you want to edit, add any new widget. Otherwise, if you want to edit any of them, then you can just do it from here. Let's see what else is there. So that was it. I hope you will find this video very helpful, and if you do, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get all the new updates from me. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
The GoHighLevel boy, Ahmed.
Ahmed at the GHL boy.
GHL boy.
Thank you, Ahmed, and thank you to the rest of your team.